Hey, it's the Budman and Booger show. Hey, it's the Budman and Booger show. Every day they live.
Yeah. Oh, there we are.
Oh, yeah.
We're live from the Wild Joan podcast studio. What's up? It's the Budman and Booger show.
We are live and local. Thank you for subscribing and clicking the bell.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the new subscribers we've been getting lately. So big shout out to everyone here in Sacramento and around the world.
It seems like it's moving at a faster rate lately. What's up with that?
Well, we are broadcasting from the weed capital of the world.
That's a start.
Wouldn't you say?
Start. Yeah.
I would think so.
We are doing that.
The best weed comes from right here in California.
That's right.
And we are the home team.
That's right.
NorCal is unique from the rest of the country, the rest of the world.
We got some legal weed up in here, which is pretty cool. And we got cool people coming to hang out with us all the time. Today's special guest, we got Jason from Mind Blowing Glass.
What's going on, you two? Hello.
What's up, Dow?
What's up, man?
No, hold on.
Now, Jason was a big fan of the Budman and Booger show back in when you used to live in Carson City.
Yeah.
We were out there in
What?
Reno.
20 years ago.
You
almost.
remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you know that Bud and I made history in Reno by introducing hip-hop to the radio? Hip-hop was never on the radio in Reno before. We came in and did a format flip from, it was some cool cruising station, and we acted like we were hacking into the signal, hitting the bong and whatnot. And we were switching over to a wild format, so we played Tone Look Wild Thing on repeat for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Never been done before.
So,
Awesome.
so welcome back. Welcome to the show.
You're the Fab Five Freddy of Reno.
Hey,
Yeah.
we carved our little spot right there.
They were
you know?
big time in Reno in the mornings. Like, I used to listen to them every morning before work, all kinds of shit.
Right on.
I was super surprised to meet them out here at a show. Like, wow, I remember you guys from way back in the day.
Yeah, we bumped into each other at one of the shows
Orbit
here.
show.
Yeah, the Orbit show.
Why do you think I stalked them?
Yeah.
I knew they had a following.
Yeah.
They were doing well. I was like, hey, we need you guys over here at Wild Jones Podcast Network yesterday.
So we're gonna blaze it up today like we always do. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about some cool stuff, and yeah, that's how we do it right here in the Golden State. Legalize it.
Damn.
It's been done.
I just asked into the can I was drinking it.
Oh shit! I do
That's
that.
a good side.
If you
That's
get
good
thirsty
luck.
enough, you'll still drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee you, he's still gonna drink it because it's just the beginning of the blunt.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a white ash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
So
a
it's
little
clean
bit.
meth.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's game, man.
God damn it. Fucking hey, Budman, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm still not smoking cigarettes, which is great. Definitely don't want to start doing that, anybody. That's not a good idea. My boy Jason was just telling me a second ago that you're 3 months now, no cigarettes?
Yeah.
Good job. Congratulations.
Those
man.
Shantix pills, my girl got them for me.
Oh, yeah, that worked
Like
for you.
9 days, never wanted a cigarette after that. Like the easiest shit ever.
So, I was afraid to take that. Booger's having fun over here.
My bad.
I was afraid to take the Chantex because I was afraid it was going to make me not want to smoke weed.
No, I like every time I kind of wanted a cigarette, I'd smoke a joint. And I was like, I didn't even really need that. It was nuts.
You get any of the weird side effects and it make you feel funny or?
No, I could actually taste food and smell shit all of a sudden. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's from not smoking.
yeah, like all of a sudden, like stuff tasted like completely different.
Exactly. I got stomach gurgles for like 3 or 4 days when I quit, and then fucking after that, it was pretty much just psychological shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was just that.
Now it's like normally I'd be smoking a cigarette right now, but I don't need
on the
to.
shitter. What am I supposed to do right now?
Yeah.
It's only
Cigarettes and Asian massage is the only two things I've ever been addicted to.
No.
Yeah.
He
got-
gave up cigarettes.
Who's
Yeah.
got the
Did quit
lighter?
cigarettes, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's one of the bummers about not being that's not like the only bummer. I always forget to carry a
I
lighter
still
now.
carry one.
Oh, look at that. There we go. Flick my bick.
I do, but fuck niggas take them.
That's why I carry 2 or 3. You're burning your shorts. Watch out.
Sometimes I'm the fuck nigga though. I come home with
Cherry
7.
fell off. Right?
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
That ain't hard to be around here.
Isn't a lighter though the only thing you can like steal from somebody and not be an asshole?
I'll tell people I'm gonna steal your lighter right when they hand it to me. And I'll put it right in my pocket.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
And so, Bud,
Got
Yeah.
you guys up on my Instagram live.
me and you had a.
I'm on the
Three people
Snapchat.
right now.
Nice.
So, Bud, me and you had a conversation the other night. If you don't mind me getting into it, you
Yeah.
called me up.
Yeah.
And you were talking about being way too high on the air.
He needs to train
All
like
right.
the gym downstairs.
First of all, here's the thing. There was like 5 joints going around, and I'm hitting all 5 joints.
Right.
But here's the thing, and then people go, "Oh, so you're the bud man? You can't smoke 5 joints at one time?" Well, I can, but then I'm not going to have a whole lot to say eventually.
Right.
So I'm going to do my best and keep up. But
I feel like you're in training.
that's what Booger told me the same exact thing.
Your
I
tolerance
feel
will
like you'll
get
get
higher
your-
and
you'll
you'll be
get
able to
your
smoke
seat.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get your sea legs real quick, but right now you're in that mode where when you get too stoned, but you got like fucking 15 years of talking on the radio without smoking at 5 joints.
Yeah.
at a
Right.
time.
Me and Booger would run downstairs during commercials and smoke weed.
Take 3-4 puffs and run back up.
You know, we'd kill a bowl at least,
Yeah.
and then we'd run back up there and
Every time you hear commercials, we're outside by the dumpster
smoking a big
advocating
old fat joint or
since
something.
advocating since what 97.
Long time. Golly, it makes me feel old as shit when you say that. We got Steph Love. We want to do a big shout out to Steph
yeah.
Love for holding it down.
Thank you very much.
Doing
Are we-
all the technical stuff.
Are we simulcasting?
At Steph Lowe 1993 on IG. Send her some dick pics.
That's
Are we simulcasting on live Facebook?
we're live
Facebook
on YouTube.
Okay, cool. I love
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, also we got a phone number people can call too to interact with us. We have a giveaway later too, right?
Yeah. 750-0420. 750-0420. 916 area code 750-0420.
7500420.
If you want to
Call
come say
now.
what's up. Thank you, Booger.
Don't
We got-
delay. Call right away.
We got what the fuck is that? We got a special guest in the studio. Our man Jason from Mind Blowing Glass, who's been cool enough to come kick it with us, smoke a few joints with us,
Anytime.
and also brought something to give away to all the good people out there tuning in.
We love giveaways around here.
So here's how you're gonna get yourself hooked up. All right, you got to follow Mind Blowing Glass on Instagram. Your Instagram is at.
Mind blowing glass.
There you go. And you also have to follow Budman and Booger on Instagram at Budman and Booger. And then subscribe and like our channel here on YouTube. And then comment. Put your comment down there. Put your name.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do the
Comment your Instagram handle.
live chat, so I'm gonna be on that here in just a second.
And at the end of the month, we'll hook somebody up.
Yep. Thinking about doing this piece and a custom for someone with their name on it. Also.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so
we go.
very important. Again, I'm going to lay it out one more time in case anyone got confused because I'm smoking a joint. All right, so here's the deal. You want to get yourself hooked up from Mind Blowing Glass? Follow at Mind Blowing Glass on Instagram. Follow Budman and Booger at Budman and Booger on Instagram. And also subscribe to the Budman and Booger channel here on YouTube. And then comment below and put your Instagram name.
That part.
Yeah.
That's the part the three of.
That's how we'll find them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want you to comment on the
Damn
comment
right.
section. Your name.
And what do
We
they
will
win?
pick someone randomly somehow.
What are they going to win?
I got some shout outs too.
They're gonna win some glass, man, courtesy of Mind Blowing Glass.
I know I'll be giving away this piece. It's got a magnetic directional cap. I don't know if it's showing
Yeah,
this right now.
That's the one.
The little wigwag on the bottom. And then I'm also thinking I'll make a piece for someone as like a little grand prize with their name in it.
Look at that.
Nice. And we'll run it through the entire month of August.
Goddamn right.
And,
Budman Booger Show
I'll
going
put up
big.
some posts on my story here and there. And I'm sure
Sweet.
they can do the same to remind people.
All right, so I quit smoking because of this shit. You took the Chantix. I started vaping, but the weird thing is like, dude, my sense of smell came back. My sense of taste came back.
Yeah.
I mean, I can fucking take deep breaths now. I don't wheeze at night when I go to sleep.
Do you get the haters that say you're still smoking?
Do what?
Do you get the haters that say you're still
Oh,
smoking?
I hate that. They're like, oh, well, you still smoke. And I'm like, no, I don't. I vape. It's completely different. Smoke is hot ash on fire, and vape is what it is. It's vapor. It's fucking.
It's that other shit.
Hey, there's 3 ingredients in vape, and there's about a fucking million in cigarettes.
That's true.
So I at least
So
I
the
and I don't know
nicotine
who.
by itself isn't necessarily that bad.
Right.
It's the other 64
Exactly.
carcinogens and other things
Exactly.
that make them last long and fucking not burn up your house and make them more addictive.
And I'm sure you could stop that if you wanted to.
Yeah,
It'd
like
be a lot easier.
when I used to when I smoked cigarettes, the first thing, the first thing I would do when I wake up in the morning is I'd go smoke a cigarette.
Me too.
Vaping. Sometimes I go half the day and I go, oh shit, I forgot I'm a vapor, and then I go back to vaping.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it's definitely a night and day difference. But it's changed my life. Quit smoking cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes out there, you gotta stop that shit.
Yeah.
I
I smoked for 29 years. I was 13 when I started. You
did it.
Yeah.
I smoked 17 of them
Yeah.
and then quit. And now I have 8 years, 8.5 years now off of them.
Nice.
But this year, this and last year, getting back into this cannabis industry as a job, I'm around a lot of potheads that smoke. So I got these fucking backwoods and Frontos back in my life, which really makes me feel like I'm on cigarettes again. Because I do smoke a lot of weed in these Frontos, which is a nicotine leaf.
Right, you don't feel like you're you're not satisfied being stoned until you get one of
until
those.
I roll one of these,
Yeah,
which
right.
is
That's the same thing when I would smoke cigarettes. I have to smoke one right after I smoke weed. I wasn't really high until
right
I
after
smoked a
you
cigarette.
eat, whenever you
I'm
get
just
in the
coming to
car.
the terms.
Fucking, yeah.
Right.
I actually, fucking wifey was one of the ones who made me notice it because she doesn't roll. I roll. So we've been burning these for a while. And I worked like 2 12-hour days or 14-hour days straight up. So she wasn't burning them all of a sudden. And I come home and her stomach's aching. And she's like, I don't know, my stomach hurts and it's just hurting. And I said, come out here. I was like, fuck. I knew. I didn't even tell her at first. I just said, come out here. And I rolled one of these and hit it. And I said, this is probably going to make your stomach pain go away. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, that fucking stomach burn went away. So it's like, fuck, now we're hooked on these bitches? Ain't that a bitch? And so now I got to address this. I'm only saying it out loud because now I need to give myself some accountability. I can't do too long with these. Like, now I know it. So now every time I smoke it, I'm just like, fuck, you smoking a cigarette.
Now,
My girlfriend only smokes blunts, and like I don't like them. I'm all, now that I quit my tobacco, you need to quit yours too. Cause I told her I'll make you a bubbler, like whatever you want to smoke out of, like no problem. But
has she tried the glass blunt? Have you made her a glass blunt?
yeah, she's not a big fan. She just likes the tobacco taste. She
Right,
likes
of
her
course.
flavored
Yeah.
wraps. Like she's just addicted to it.
Yeah, goddamn right. They still got us. Even when I quit, they found a way to get me back. Fucking assholes.
I don't know.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
With me, I gotta have water. Like if I smoke joints all day, I won't even get high. Like I gotta have water filtration. That shit gets me stoned. Like,
Now you were telling me before you prefer dabbing, or
yeah, I smoke gram or 2 a day of wax easy, so flowers don't do a whole lot for
I would
me.
love to know what or I'd love to see what you like to dab out of, because being a glass artist that you are.
This is pretty much my daily rig right here.
Yeah.
And then I got like
That is sick too, by the way.
On that camera for a second, show them that rig.
That's
sick.
dope, dude.
Sick as fuck.
this is the
there
one I take to the shows and hit out there.
What's the story behind that character?
It's the Kraken.
It's just the octopus. They're super popular. Everybody was into them, so it was
Because
like the first like creature-ish figure I've made at all. Like,
That's dope.
And then
I got
octopus
sick
is
of making
dope.
bongs all the time, so it's like,
How long ago did you make that one?
probably for Tech 9 in May, so a couple
Nice.
months ago.
You made one of these for Tech 9?
Yeah, this one was for him. It's got
You
2
can't just
9
say
on the
Tech
side.
9 though. You got to say Tech
Oh,
9.
Yeah, had the meet and greet in Santa Cruz and made it to take there.
Hell yeah.
Shout out the whole Strange Music team.
Hell yeah.
I
the
got
wicked
hours
shit.
of video footage.
I
on
got
them.
a sandblasted pendant of Tech 9, and I had it signed by him last year, and he hella remembers me just from the pendant now. It's cool.
That's awesome. I love those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All that wicked shit. I love it.
Woo woo.
Woo woo.
And the
Woo
cool
to the woo woo.
and the coolest, like, humblest dude, like,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
just solid, fucking straight up guy. Shout out to Tech 9.
Hell yeah.
Been taking that independent money for 15
Fuck,
years.
dude.
Hell years.
He's been taking
but-
the money out the back door, and now everybody realized he's getting the most of a lot of mainstream artists that you know and love. He's getting way more in
Yeah.
Great Falls, Montana, and Boise, and fucking Seattle, and Santa Cruz, and all these towns that the big artists weren't stopping at. He stopped
comes
at a long time
every
ago,
year
and
and
fucking
twice a year, a lot of times.
So when record sales stopped and artists needed to start hitting the road again to make money, Tech 9 already had the model in place.
Right.
So fucking artists were begging to jump on his tours.
He put a lot of hard ass work in too.
Fuck.
Man, I remember when I would always see the van that remember he had those vans that were just always driving around Sacramento, man.
Yeah.
The strange music van. Kids
Yep.
be going crazy when they see
Goddamn.
that shit.
Now it's 4 or 5 ton trucks full of merch
Mm-hmm.
behind
Yeah.
the tour buses at every truck. Literally 4 or 5 ton trucks full of merch going to every show. That motherfucker cakes out, bruh. It is awesome to watch.
A lot of these independent like artists and stuff, they're the ones that are making the real money too because they own their shit.
Goddamn right.
That's the way to do it. That's the new model.
Yep.
Labels
Labels.
at $1 an album, they get 9 or 10 an album.
Yep, labels got to sign. And the labels aren't even looking for the hot new guy. They're looking for a guy that already had built up that up on his own and fucking is making money and touring already, like a Tech 9. And then they give him a big check to put him on a big stage and shit.
Well, because they know they're almost not even needed anymore.
Exactly.
People get on YouTube and get crazy famous and make more money off that than they would at any record label.
By the way, you got to tune into the Budman and Booger show on the Wild Jones Podcast Network, broadcasting from beautiful California, Sacramento,
Goddamn right.
What's up,
Legal.
America? What's up, world?
as we smoke some recreational marijuana freely in America.
Straight
Yep.
from the dispensary.
We got our special guest on the show today. I got our boy Jason from Mind Blowing Glass,
What's going on?
who's got this dope ass octopus dab rig he's been hitting. We're gonna give away some cool shit in the month of August, courtesy of Mind Blowing Glass. All you got to do is follow us on Instagram at Budman and Booger and at Mind Blowing Glass. Then, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Budman and Booger. Click the little bell because that just helps. And then comment your Instagram handle in the comment section. And at the end of the month, we're going to pick somebody and get them hooked up, right?
Probably 2 people.
Sweet.
Nice. Shout out to everybody in the chat room right now. Big Buddy Knock, Ballin' for Free, and somebody else here.
Nice.
What is this?
Those are
Your
his snap-
boy Dab Lord 710, aka Allah.
Okay, so I just realized what Booger's been doing for this whole entire time. That's why he's been so quiet. He's been he's been trying to figure out the chat room, right?
Yeah, my netbook or laptop, whatever, it's a little slow. I think it might be outdated.
Yeah.
I think it's beyond updates.
I think I
It's,
I read on the bottom it said 1999.
Yeah.
It's underwhelming.
I think he typed a run before he opened the program.
But it is kind of cool being live on YouTube right now, though. The whole world could be watching us someday. That's kind of cool, man. Can't
That's
wait.
right. That's right.
They're gonna be watching you next month, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Bug, how you
Shout
been?
out to Dubai.
Yeah, what's going on in the Booger world?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out the chat room this
Do
whole
you,
time.
you want to tell everybody what happened when you started vaping? Because we were talking. In case, let me recap the show so far for you, Booger.
All right.
Earlier, we were talking about how we quit smoking
Yes, I remember.
tobacco products,
I remember.
and I was talking about how I started vaping saved my life, got me to quit smoking cigarettes. Now,
Right.
tell everybody what happened when you started vaping, though.
So I was vaping the e-juice without
Nicotine.
Yeah.
Because you discovered that vaping kind of meant you feel like you're blowing bubbles for grown-ups.
Yeah, it was fun. I was into it for a minute. I was vaping. I was chucking clouds, brew.
Did you learn cool tricks?
But I didn't get that much into it. I wasn't doing any of that. But
Cool tricks.
I noticed over time, I stopped smoking weed. I lost interest in weed, and what the fuck? I like weed.
Huh.
You know,
Priorities.
WTF?
Priorities got messed up. Huh?
So it's like this e-juice took over. It took over the real estate from you know, the medicine, the herb that I like. And so once I realized that, I quit
Had
vaping
to
because I like cannabis.
Yeah. We need to be healthy.
Yeah, so I bought like 10 pounds, smoked them to the head, and I did some catching up, and I think I'm there. I'm back to normal.
There are some drawbacks to vaping though, and that's
talk.
because, you know, vape looks like smoke. You know what I mean? But doesn't act like smoke, and it's not smoke. It just looks like it. But there's a lot of it.
It's a sissy brother.
So people that, you know, those people that would walk by cigarette smokers and they go, oh, which I don't blame them, but sometimes they do that when you're vaping. And I just look at those people like, oh yeah, grape smells disgusting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But to each his own. I know it does look obnoxious though, where you're sitting outside and you're like
Yeah.
blowing out clouds. Wait, what's this? That's my only vape trick I know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It didn't actually make me disappear. It looks way better on
God
on
damn.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when I can set it up, right? Oh, goddamn right.
Oh shit! But yeah,
Yeah, you know.
it may look obnoxious, but it saved my life, and I feel 100% better. And I think they said that vaping was like 95% safer than smoking.
Right.
That's almost 100%.
That's almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take those odds,
Fuck, I'll take 5%.
right?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
I did hear that
I hope
there's
they're not fucking liars, though, because
They just don't know
I
yet.
tend to not trust niggas. and
Right.
They just don't know.
well.
And
Here's
they
the
do how you doing it, and you'll
here's
have a
the
third
problem.
kidney in like 6 months.
You
So-
know the tobacco industry is spending millions and millions of dollars to convince the public that vaping is dangerous, like it's just as bad as smoking, if not worse. You know. But here's the thing, man. I can only tell you from my experience, and
Believe no one.
yeah. Anyway, I'm super stoned right now talking about vaping.
Do
Yeah,
we
latest
have,
study says it's 95% safer. That's pretty much 100.
That's pretty much 100.
I just said that. Welcome back to the
Damn
show.
near
Bert.
close.
Did you pull up an article or something?
No, I'm just on a delay.
Yeah, he's on the 2-minute delay.
Yeah, just like
thought he was
I'm watching
reading
us
it.
on.
He was looking at the screen.
I thought he had a story pulled up, according to a recent
I
study.
didn't see any words. I was just like, I think he's reading, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, but here, think about this.
Aliens, man.
Jesus, Bert. They're actually trying to ban flavors of vape.
I
Yeah,
saw
what's up with
something
that?
About
Have you
that.
heard about this?
I just saw it this
Anything
morning.
childlike or something like?
Well,
they're going with pot?
just because. But here's the thing: like grown-ups like the shit that tastes good too. It's not just kids. You
Yeah.
know what I
Can
mean?
have like Lucky Charms flavor of vape.
Well,
They want to get rid of that and replace it with like butthole and armpit and like stuff like kids won't want to smoke. Like,
the only flavor, and I was reading that in the city where they banned it. The only flavor you're allowed to get was a tobacco flavor.
yeah.
And I was like, that is right there proof that big tobacco has their fucking greedy hands in the pockets of these politicians. Because, like, honestly, like, oh, the only thing you can get tastes like tobacco. So then the smoker is going to go, well, fuck it, I'm just going to keep smoking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But as devil's advocate, where's the nicotine coming from?
They
Coming
actually,
from big tobacco.
well, you know, you can get nicotine out of tomato plants.
Do they?
Yeah,
Nah,
there's
boy,
nicotine in
just-
tomatoes.
So, them companies are buying tomato fields and
I get-
squishing them in
Vaping.
Hey, listen,
tomatoes.
I'm not a fucking expert, but like one of the vapor guys was like, hey, bro, this is 100% tomato skin, bro.
We're not going to use ketchup. We're not going to make tomato. We're not
There'll
gonna
be
make
people vaping
spaghetti
ketchup.
sauce.
Watch.
Vape juice.
Listen. Hey, if I'm going to pick one of the lesser evils, it's going to be vape.
Goddamn right. No, I'm proud of you, brother. Yeah, I'm not fucking sitting here.
No, now just
Down
drop
in your
this
smoke.
shit for wax vape pens, and then
Yeah.
you're good after that.
Right?
You
You'd
have
be
them
high as fuck
fucking-
everywhere you go, but
Have you had the live resin carts?
Oh, those are fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
different than the distillate.
You
That
can't puff
is,
on those like you would this though. You,
That's
Oh,
like
no.
you running into trees and shit.
No, yeah, that's immediate. That's almost like they found a way to put a dab into a vape pen. 'Cause
Right.
That's a different. It's immediate stoner. It's like hitting that makes it feel like, even on a vape pen makes it feel like, ooh shit. That's like I just hit a dab.
I had a buddy that put sauce, and he mixed it. I guess that's how he did it.
Right.
I don't know what
You
the
gotta
fuck he
cut it
did,
with
but
something, I'm sure.
but
You
I
can't put it
I
straight.
hit it, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know if I like that or if I do like it, but
I would.
Cool, huh? That's spectacle.
I don't know. That's a lot. You know what'd be fun? Let's have Booger take a dab. Because nothing is funnier to me than watching Booger cough.
Nah.
Yeah, please. It's I love it.
Stand by camera 2.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty good.
No, you don't want to take a dab? Just one.
All right.
What happens when you dab?
Just one.
Just a little one.
All right.
But man, I feel like you could talk him into anything.
Just the
with,
tip.
With just a second question. He may say no the first time, but you'll say like you'll ask again and he'd say yes. You could tell him like let's jump off this building into that pull down there.
Right.
No, I don't think we should do it. Bro, it'll be the coolest
Bro,
shit
you'll get a
ever.
cast and you'll get chicks. And he's like, all right, cool. All right. Okay.
He definitely would. So we gotta clear space. and
Yeah,
try to
Booger's got to
stretch
find
over.
his special, like, you got to get some dabbing music. Something kind of like Rocky-ish, you know. You don't
like these horns?
But you look pretty cool on camera.
this is
by
like-
the way, just this fucking,
Yeah?
like
Sweet.
in that shot. Just I'm watching the live stream with
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what do we have to do? Switch
Shout
chairs
out to
for a
the
second?
homie in Long Beach
Speaking of your shirt,
and homegirl in Florida.
looking at your shirt on camera.
Drop the phone.
Are we done with summer?
Phone
blockbusters?
dropping.
Are we what?
Are we done with summer blockbusters? Is there anything else coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Dab time.
Oh, he's trying to kill time while you're getting ready for your dab.
You're a movie guy.
Yeah,
Yes, I got my braces.
There's one. I want to see The Nun. There's that freaky movie coming out called The Nun. I want to see that one. I don't know, but you're asking me pretty much about superhero movies. Are there any more superhero movies coming out?
Big blockbusters.
That's what you want to know about. Yeah, I know a bunch of Comic-Con stuff got released. The trailer for Shazam is pretty awesome.
Right.
That movie's coming out
Who?
next. Shazam.
Oh, right.
Which his comic book name technically was Captain Marvel, but he's a DC comic guy, so they just said, "Fuck it, we can't call him Captain
we're
Marvel."
not using that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
We're not gonna,
No, I don't like it anymore.
I'm not gonna let anybody believe this is a Marvel movie. We probably wouldn't believe it by the look of it.
Which
anyway.
is stupid because if you should make people think it's a Marvel movie, 'cause
Exactly.
people-
They wouldn't
Yeah.
believe it after 10 minutes in.
Right?
Like, oh, this gotta be DC. Too many people
Well,
kissing.
I think another reason why they couldn't do it is because Marvel has got a movie coming out called Captain Marvel, and it's about one of their female superheroes.
Yeah, it's the broad, right?
Yeah.
She's like a
badass, bro.
She's like a pop star, right? Like the whole country love in the comic book. I think the whole country loves her. Like she's like a superstar type, like right?
No, I don't think that's Captain Marvel. She's kind of more like Marvel's answer to Supergirl or something. She used to be the original Captain Marvel was a guy, and then she was like his girlfriend and stuff.
Right.
But things progress, and now she's fucking Captain Marvel.
God damn.
They
me
killed
too.
that other
Stole
thing.
his vibe.
They killed the dude off.
Hashtag me too. Captain Marvel, here we come.
Hey, that Captain Marvel's one of my favorites, and the
I
female
believe it.
one is I always like that one better.
They're probably gonna make her an ugly woman
No,
just because it's
no. I forget offhand who's playing her because I'm about 2 joints in. But
I'm a rolling.
I always like the female superheroes.
Me too.
My daughter's named Kara Zor-El, for crying out loud.
True.
All right, you ready to take a dab, Booger?
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Here we go.
You got to take a dab from the octopus. You never been scared to put your lips on a puss, have you?
Almost thought
Yes.
you were
Yes, I have, actually, for a while. So it'd be nice to meet non-skirt version someday.
Okay, good.
Some Epsom salt baths prior and
Hey, I'm pretty sure the puss was afraid of you, too.
Did you get a cold sore?
no, but
That's what he's afraid of.
I've been going through a phase.
Yeah.
Reaching, no problem.
Yeah.
It should reach him? Okay.
Yep, just find a nice comfy place to hold it.
Why don't you move that jar that you keep sliding around?
All right.
And I noticed you like 600, 602. Is that where we're at? 602 on your email, somewhere around there. A good.
That's usually what I have it at the show because there's a lot of people around. At home, I'm like 550.
Nice lower temp.
Yeah.
All right, one of my favorite things about Booger doing a dab is because Booger will try to hold in his cough, and what ends up happening is he gags because he'll be coughing so hard.
Do we need the bucket?
No,
We have a bucket.
Oh yeah, we probably should get the bucket.
Grab the puke bucket, baby.
Bring in the puke bucket.
It
got
shouldn't
props
be that
here.
bad.
We have a question.
Oh yeah, let's do
I have a question for the producer or technician.
What type of strains do you like, sativa or indica? Coming from your boy Dab Lord 17.
All right.
What's up, Dab Lord?
What's up, son? All right, what do we prefer? I prefer. Is he asking all of us?
He's
Yeah.
asking
So
Budman
I
and
prefer
Booger.
indica because I like to be on stuck mode.
Yeah.
I probably would prefer a sativa here.
Right.
You know, maybe that
Wake
will
you
help.
up,
Hey.
keep you alert.
Yeah, I like to
Stay sharp.
I don't discriminate. I just like tasty weed.
Yeah, I'm kind of
All
with you
I
on
care
that.
about. If it
I do
tastes
too.
good, like
I do too.
And it's okay to be calm and mellow, right?
Yeah.
I even
Yep.
been smoking Purple Punch lately, which gets like love and hate, kind of, especially from purists. Some guys, everybody loves the taste and the aroma, but some guys says it doesn't hit that hard, it doesn't punch that hard. I disagree. I feel like I still get high, and the taste is worth it. I love Purple Punch taste.
like
so much.
Granddaddy Perps is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Like weed.
Forbidden fruit.
I don't
I
smoke
love
a lot
those
of flower,
tastes.
but when I see Granddaddies, I buy some.
Sometimes there's some weird like terpene profiles or whatever the fuck that kind of fucks with me a little
The
bit
fuck?
sometimes. Have you ever smoked some weed that makes you hella mad? It's like I call it like the Hulk weed.
Yeah.
You smoke it and you're just
Bruce
like,
Banner.
fuck.
Gorilla Glue.
Every time I smoke Tangy, I get a pounding headache. I don't
Really?
understand it. It's only Tangy.
You're allergic.
Like, when I smoke that one strain, it's like no matter what, my head just hurts.
Dave, we got a headache guy over here. Let's fix that, Dave
Yep.
Crockett.
You got to
I'ma call you tomorrow,
microdose
bro.
the fungi.
I'll call you tomorrow, bro, and we'll get a handle on this.
And some bad little liquid gels, minis.
We got a friend with a headache.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's a friend.
Like,
I just realized how bad I need
it'll
glasses.
Kind of do it, not as bad, but
I was like, who's typing in Russian? And I was like, oh, wait, no, that's English. I'm just blind.
Yeah, Chronosaur, what's up?
Yeah, the Chronosaur. Shout out to the Chronosaur.
Reno.
Chronic.
You remember Chronic? Remember we did the Chronic calls?
We had
yes.
Remember Chronic?
Yeah.
That's
Chronic.
him.
That's
Oh
him.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the
Do
show.
a
back
Chronic
in
call
Reno.
right now to Reno. Ready?
Ah, that's what you guys did on the
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
We used,
arena?
we used to do a bit called the Chronic Call.
Let's do another Chronic call for Chronic.
Right, yeah.
Chronic!
Hey, you know what? We can actually do a real Chronic Call though. Now that we're in the right studio.
And we're in
the smoking studio.
Here, you do one right
You
now.
just
Do
installed
the
the
dab.
carbon fiber filter or whatever it is,
I
the
did.
charcoal filter.
I did. It's right there. I had to turn it off because it's too loud. But
All right, I think the time has come. People have been waiting. They want to see you.
Make sure the camera's on him while he's taking it.
DJ Chronic, man.
TJ
All right.
Booger. Putting it down.
Here we go. Here we go. Steph,
You
you
guys-
got
all
him? You got him? Do we need to move his laptop?
Oh, yeah. What do I barf in?
No, you're perfect.
You're good.
I'm not gonna barf.
Get
Yeah,
the
that's
barf
right.
bucket.
I'm not going to barf.
If you're gonna spew into this.
And you don't need to take that big a dab. Just
That would be
take a
awesome.
small
I
one.
can rinse this out.
You can fill it up too. And we can,
You can rinse it out and
we
put
can
your
measure it. What-
microgreen shake in
What
there.
level do you think he'll fill it up to?
Oh fuck. Well, we had Arby's.
Vote
for a
now
game.
Yeah. huh.
to win a prize.
Yeah. Whoever's closest gets the ring.
Like that. Remember that one show? Banzai.
yeah, bonsai.
Vote now.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, we have a. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Just
Now
a
this is
dab.
where I pause, and then you subscribe to our Patreon account and pay money to see
Goddamn
what
right.
happens next.
Goddamn right. Because that's where you're going to see the replay of this show
Right.
on our Patreon. So if you want to watch it later, come holla at
That's
us.
how we're gonna make 100K a show. Watch us.
Watch us.
All right. Booger's gonna take a
Hear
big
that?
old dab.
You hear that?
If we can get 1,000 people watching at once, he'll take a 1 gram dab.
All right, cap it.
That's it. He's fine. You don't need to cap it.
Pop the top, bro.
Hold it in, Booger. Don't cough. Try not to cough.
I love it.
Don't cough.
Bubblehead.
Oh, you might be able to pull it off and not cough anymore. You did it.
Look at him.
Look at you.
I'm a champion.
Just take a drink
he
behind
did just
it,
have
and then
a
usually
birthday.
you're good.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought he was going to at least gag.
He did just have a birthday. He may have grown up.
That's true. No,
I
he-
recommend
Lungs
this.
that didn't fucking happen.
What's up, Budman? You up next?
Oh yeah, you gotta try that.
You up next?
You gotta try that. That's a work of
no,
art.
you're the
You are
smart
an
one.
artist, bro.
Thank you.
Ah,
This
I
is
hear
a
the
superb
hesitation. I hear
piece
the
of
nod.
work here.
Yes.
The bit was about Booger. It's not about me. Not about me
We
right
just
now.
talked about that. Way too
Oh, there it is.
Superb work.
Post-traumatic dab disorder.
fucking A. So, if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
how did you get into the bong game? I mean, the dab rig, or did it start in the bongs before the rigs, before that got popular?
The glass art.
Or
I had
has-
an old
is it
roommate
all-
that did it, and I don't know. I've always wanted to. I ran smoke shops and stuff back when I was younger, but I had a roommate, Mike Stanley, from here in Sacramento.
Shout out to Mike.
Yep, and he pretty much taught me how to get started and
Wow.
go from there.
Well, you kind of had to have like an artistic talent ability to do that, though.
Not really. Just got to stick with it. Like, I mean, it's like
Get good at
make a lot of
anything, right?
fucked up shit for a long time.
Bro, I can't even put
like,
together IKEA furniture. You think I can fucking blow glass one day? No, hell no. That
if
takes
you
talent.
really loved it and wanted to do it, you could. Like,
So,
like,
how long?
I've been doing it about 4 years now. So,
How long did it get till you started making stuff like that?
like New Year's Eve, I made my first one. Like,
Wow.
So about 3 years of making just good bongs or whatever, and then you started.
I got
really
sick of
getting
making
artsy.
bongs, pretty much.
Oh, and then you went into the dab rigs. Were you
Yeah.
making artsy bongs like that too, or were you just
No,
making
this is
straight
like
up-
the only like kind of creature-ish things I've made so far. Like, I
That's
tried
really
a
cool.
penguin recently, but it cracked on me.
Oh,
Like,
nice. So most of your stuff is like the conventional.
Yeah, I do a lot of the magnetic stuff, like with caps and dabbers,
Right.
and all kinds of shit that comes out.
Yeah,
People like
getting
that stuff.
hard.
Dope. Yeah, that's what's up. So your market is more of this than that. Okay, copy that. I thought it was that. That's
When I started, it was like flower stuff, but now it's like dab everything.
Right.
Like people don't really smoke a whole lot of flower.
Sorry,
Everybody
I got excited over Booger's beat bed. That shit was kind of hard, huh?
yeah, that fucking
No, that's awesome. That is definitely a cool talent to have.
I wish I would have found it a lot sooner. Like, I did a bunch of bullshit jobs forever, wasted a lot of time.
Oh, I think everybody has.
Finally found this, and I get to work from home. All my bills are paid. Like,
What was the
it's
worst?
nice.
What was the worst job you ever did?
I don't know, probably maintenance for the hotel. I worked there a long time. It's just stressful. A bunch of pissed off people all the time. Like, now I'm like over customer service type jobs.
I was a custodian for like a school, like a private school for kids, but they had like little kids there, and so you had to empty out the garbage cans that had diapers in it. That shit sucked.
I worked at a
Yeah,
bowling
everybody
alley
bad.
for a while. Had to clean up puke all the time.
I didn't like that.
That was horrible. Like,
So you had to open. What was opening that lid?
What was it like?
Opening that lid with just
Oh, bro,
the baby diaper lid.
That's what, because you know what's gonna come out of it. Because you walk into the room, you kind of smell something. You're like, oh shit, this is the baby room. You know, because I was in high school, so I would just at the end of the workday, I would just block it all out and be like, that never happened. You know, and then you go in there and you're like, no, something bad's about to happen. Yeah, so you unseal it like that, and all the baby poo kind of wafts in your face. So eventually I would just put on, I had like this Batman mask, and I'd put the Batman mask on, and I'd put like a scarf over the front of it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I did the same shit.
Yeah.
When my parents would make me clean up my dog shit in the backyard, I would put like a bandana on, like I was a Crip, but I'd spray it with perfume because I have a gag. I throw up real easy.
Gag
with
reflex.
smells.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
it's like dog shit and condensed food.
Just wait a couple days and the smell goes away.
That part. Then my parents wouldn't let me. They was like, "Get your fucking ass out there."
And the other bad part about the job, though, you see, the baby poop wasn't that bad. The rough part when I was young was, because you all right? Is it the baby poop?
You said baby poop.
I actually did the job with my mom. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I love my mom, don't get me wrong, but like when you're in high school, you want to be able to sneak off and like, go to Toga Bowl or something and like, your mom's like, you smell like weed.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to pretty much do anything else
Right.
on your break.
Right.
And
And it's like, you can't half-ass anything when mom's watching you, you know what I mean?
That's a fucking.
What are you doing? This place still smells like baby poop. Come on. You could do better.
You gotta talk to someone before you can just quit. You can't come home and say, "Mom, they fucked me."
Right.
It's a top shelf purple punch from King Like 906.
Booger worked an interesting job. Booger, you want to tell everybody what you did? Speaking of cleaning up,
man,
we cleaned up shit, but I think Booger cleaned up something worse, much worse. Come on, tell him. It's funny. What are you doing that's more important than talking right now?
I just said something in the chat room.
No, of course.
So
Tell everybody what you used to clean up
So
He said, "What it do, man?"
before we went to Hawaii from Arizona, I got a part-time job. I didn't need one because I had a rich girlfriend. What's up, Alana? But I wanted to. I'm not one
Want to contribute.
I don't do handouts.
Right.
I earn mine. I work for mine. I'm proud.
Independent.
That's right. I make my own money. And so I got a job, and it was conveniently located next to the apartment in Scottsdale. And it was an adult store.
Right. Okay. But tell everybody what you had to clean.
I hope they didn't have a theater.
There was an arcade.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, you clean jizz on.
Booger had to clean shit that you never want to think about ever again.
You saw pre-com
He saw everything,
no.
bro.
Post and everything.
Everything.
and post-com.
Every gross thing you can think of is probably there.
You saw like 40 billion kids.
It takes a special kind of pervert to use that shit, don't you think?
No shit.
Come on, man.
Like,
You might have wiped up 1 trillion kids.
That adult store in Scottsdale is famous.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's awesome. How long did you work there, bro?
Not very long.
7 years.
no.
Not only a couple months, but
Yeah.
it was definitely memorable or forgettable.
Any women come in?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They did?
Oh
Dun,
yeah.
dun. Here comes one now.
I can only see fucking...
Oh, my God.
It was interesting watching a couple of girls come in and figure out which one to pick, which toy to pick.
Oh, right. They'd come in and grab a toy.
Right. And
Oh, you probably got plenty of ladies of the night, too, in picking up work stuff.
Work stuff.
yeah, it was a mixed crowd.
Tell them
Mixed
feel
crowd.
free to try out anything they like.
You try, you buy.
Yeah.
Get the dominatrix in there to come buy some new whips and shit.
I do remember going to the store to see him one time, and the chick that was working there, she was like, "Come look at my racket," right? And I was like, "Oh, what's that? You got a little racket there?" She's like, "Yeah," and she fucking whacked me with it and electrocuted me. I was hella pissed.
Bitch!
I was like, "What the fuck? What kind of fucked up Serena Williams are you, man? That's fucking crazy. Come in here and fucking electrocute me."
That is awesome.
Yeah, that was not cool. I didn't like that.
Have you ever walked
Because it
through,
makes
like-
you pee yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know? And Booger had to clean that shit up.
No.
And all the kids.
I'm sure P was better than what he was normally.
Yeah. That was
Okay, so the most memorable day there would be getting revenge, probably.
Getting revenge?
Yeah.
What do you mean getting revenge?
Please.
Oh, man.
What, you used one of those fucking arcades?
I made sure that I made my own mess.
Oh, that's
last
fucking
night there.
disgusting. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You touched everything in there.
You know? High-fiving everybody. You know, no one believed I was going to Hawaii, by the way.
Oh, my
They could
God.
not believe it. They did not believe me.
He fell asleep in his car after. It just worked.
That was something, huh?
Yeah,
Getting a phone call when
yeah.
someone's like, hey, by the way, and we were young, too, so we didn't give a fuck about nothing anyway. They're like, we get a phone call. They're like, hey, you want to go live in Hawaii? We'll pay you. And we were like, wait, hold on. Let's think about this, man. Most people pay to go to Hawaii. They want to pay us to go to Hawaii. We're like,
Done deal.
We're like, fuck yeah. They're like, cool. And then we got to live in Hawaii for a while.
Doing radio,
They
right?
didn't pay us very
Yeah,
well.
we did
but-
the morning show. It was fun.
Nice.
You got to be poor in Hawaii.
Oh, hell yeah. But if you're going to be poor somewhere, be poor in Hawaii.
Right,
You
yeah.
don't need much.
Homeless people know what's cracking out there.
Yeah.
They build houses in the jungle, bro. And I don't blame them, dude, because they're like, hey, there are some places in Hawaii where locals will like build their shit in the jungle.
Right.
And they're like, this is our, and it's hey,
cool.
it's
There's
their
our
fucking
neighborhood.
land, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, you see all the signs. Stop taking native land,
Bro.
When you're driving through there on vacation, fucking.
Here's the thing about Hawaii. If you go to Hawaii and you plan on taking, you know what I'm saying? That is like fucking not cool. You know what I'm saying? They will not accept you.
Right.
But if you go to Hawaii to, to give to the island, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we try to do. And you try to do the same thing here with doing the charity work and stuff like that. It's like we gave to the island, and the island loved us back, bro.
Yeah.
That was the greatest. That was a fucking great time.
That is cool, right?
That was a great time of our life to live in Hawaii. That was great. We used to have this apartment, and
Right on the beach.
yeah, right on
Kailua Beach.
Kailua Beach, and we had this little duplex there. And
Did you come out one time, Sam? Oh, you missed it? Oh.
The cars
he
would
didn't.
drive by
didn't?
and they would scream out their windows, "Budman and Booger!" going down the street, and I'd be like, "Fuck, everybody knows
every
where we
single
live."
day,
Yeah,
every
this
day,
is
every
crazy.
night, people would honk and shout.
And
Gave us love.
at first it was a little weird, but what we used to do is we'd have chicks over at the house and we're like, hey, people drive by here and they scream our names. And they're like, no, they don't. Whatever, shut up. And all of a sudden they'd be chilling. They're like, and then panties, go flying.
And then they get
For Booger, not for me.
get
I never got
moist.
any.
Oh, man.
we got
That was fun.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Native Hawaiian girl.
Yeah.
Booger got all the play, dude.
No.
All the play.
No.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, he did.
Was it natives or every visitor that came to the island?
This is whatever.
It was,
You call it.
Yeah.
it was good vibes.
It was good.
It was a good
Yeah.
vibe. There was one thing that was kind of weird that happened in Hawaii.
What was that?
You remember the chick? This big, big, giant, tall, like
Samoan or Tongan.
Tongan chick, bruh. And she
Big
followed.
boned and tall.
She followed us home, bro. And she popped up in the parking lot of the radio station, and she was cool. We're like, oh yeah, cool, right on. She's like, tripping on us and shit.
No, I really like you.
But I guess she followed us home, and then like at 2
No,
o'clock in
I
the
really
morning,
like
3 a.m. I get a knock at my door, and my boy is like, "Hey, there's some fucking person in the house." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I walk out, and I see this long hair hanging down, right? And I thought it was Booger, like sitting in the hallway, like doing this shit in the dark. And I kind of laughed for a second. I said, "What are you doing?" And all of a sudden, she steps into the light, and she's like, "Hey, remember me?" And I said, "Oh, fuck! You gotta go! Hell no!"
What the fuck are you
Bro,
doing?
she's like, just straight out of a horror movie, just a shadow, bro. And then all of a sudden, she's like, "You remember me?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And bro, I shit you not, she had one of my slippers in her hand. She had like a toothbrush she was like taking.
She had been around through the house already.
She was going through for some. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But and I was like, hey,
Budman stew.
Hey, I was like, hey, you gotta go. I kept telling her, this is weird, right? And she's like, you are a Viking. Look at you, you're a Viking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm a Viking. Can you get out of my house? I'm weirded out.
You thought y'all was gonna have to fight her and you might not win?
Oh, dude, and she looked crazy too, bro. She looked crazy. Like she looked like she whooped somebody's ass, bro.
With retard strength too.
Bro, bro. Did
you mention how she jumped off the boat?
She jumped off a boat.
She jumped off the boat.
Oh, somebody had told us when we told the people at the radio station, they're like, "Oh yeah, she's a listener. She jumped off. She jumped off." They're like, "We did an event where we took the boat out in the water, and they're like, that bitch jumped off, swam back home, swam back to the shore." And I was like, "Damn, that's fucking crazy shit." But yeah, so
that's
she
retard determination right there.
She was scary.
That is scary. Did you guys see a lot of that? Was you guys like talk radio Eric Bogosian style, like fucking?
Shout out to Captain Paul on the Big Island.
Y'all had someone in every city that was just like a weird one.
Oh, absolutely,
Crazy
all the time, bro.
I bet Reno was full of them. Too.
Reno had a really cool one in Reno. I don't know if you remember this from listening to the show, but we had one called the Plus Size Panty Stalker. And the plus size panty stalker would leave extra large panties attached to our car. She would find our car at weird places, or whoever they were, but they were giant panties, and they would attach a note to each giant pair of panties. And I think by the time we left Reno, we had like hundreds of like giant pairs of panties. I was like, someone thinks we're fucking weird as fuck. Like if someone were to find, like, what if one of our girlfriends found this and be like, dude, what the fuck are you into, dude?
Exactly.
Holy shit! This
like,
my boy found
that?
100 pair of extra large panties. Huh?
Did they call in? Did they?
No, they would just
never...
leave. They would leave. It was like something out of Batman. They would leave a riddle. Or like some kind of weird message for the day. Yeah.
And you spoke it on there?
Oh, yeah. We would talk about it all the time. Why do you think they kept doing it?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we would go to like maybe a remote. Me and Booger would be out at a car lot like, hey, come on down to the car lot. Get a great deal today. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right? And when we'd go to leave, there'd be a pair of panties attached to the door or the antenna of the vehicle.
And to this day, you do not know who those are from.
Don't fucking know who it's from.
We need to know.
Whoever's
who
in Reno, come forward.
We need to know
who was the plus size panty stock. For a while, I kept asking Booger if it was him. Like, are you fucking doing that, motherfucker? And he was like, no, bro. He'd get all serious and do the quiet Booger voice, but no, bro.
That's something you can't plan to start. Once it happens,
right.
It's like,
didn't we find out who it was?
Did you?
I never found out who it was. Did you?
It wasn't the micro vagina.
A micro? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'd really love to know.
Micro vagina and giant panties.
I thought it ended up being a girl with the exact opposite. Like she was actually hot.
We did a lot of speculating on who it could be. I mean, there was an ongoing conspiracy theory, but oh yeah, you go and get after some of those. Those are fucking killer, dude. I forgot about those. I saw them at the store today. I was like, I better get some of these. They're hella good. All right,
micro vagina.
Micro vagina. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Well, I guess anyone here in Sacramento with extra large panties, they can come on down and put it on the car.
Come bring them.
Yeah,
we'll start having live shows soon. Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank our boy Jason from Mind Blowing Glass to come down and hang out and smoke a couple joints with us.
No problem.
It's pretty awesome. Do some dabs and give away some glass.
Donating a prize.
Awesome.
That's tight.
Yeah. So, again, you want to get yourself hooked up, all you got to do is follow at Mind Blowing Glass on Instagram and also at Budman and Booger on Instagram. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, YouTube.com/Budman and Booger. And then comment below. Put your Instagram name in there. And at the end of the month, we'll pick somebody and hook them up, okay?
Probably 2 people.
Sweet.
Like it. Look out for that Patreon. I'm going to need one of them little belongs, too. I love them.
what's up with the Patreon? You want to mention Patreon before we
yeah.
go?
Yes, Patreon coming soon for Budman and Booger. You guys will be able to subscribe. And how we'll do it, we'll probably have our live show live at some point, like live and free. But then at some point in time, the replay of that show will go on the Patreon and be part of content. Where if you want to watch it on demand in HD or get the audio subscribed, we'll have the Patreon available. So we'll have tiers, so it'll be only like $2 a month, or you could do $5 a month and we'll get more content for that, like maybe a weekly Q&A sesh with some listeners.
Maybe Booger will send you an extra large pair of panties.
Something like that. And then we'll have our top tier for our hardcore
There's a
listeners.
market for that. Used undergarments.
What?
Oh, goddamn right. We already know.
Yeah, right.
Booger's like a veteran. He's like,
I own 916 Penty
I knew
at
this.
Gmail
I knew that
because
was
I got 12, 20, 30 businesses,
goddamn right.
and that was one of the ventures.
I don't ever
And
want to
wha-
hear about that venture ever again.
One of them is used panties.
I was just imagining the car magnet.
God,
Right?
please don't let it be yours.
Right? What would it say? Got panties?
Do you want panties from a bearded
Cash.
man?
Cat. Don't wash your underwear. Cash for panties now. Cash today for your dirty underwear.
I think it's not a business. I think it's a collection.
Huh.
You got something you want to tell us?
Well, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me collecting. It'd have to be a female for sure. Because then you know what every female is gonna be thinking that I'm collecting for me. I don't want nothing to do with it. I want a biohazard bag. The chick can use tongs and put them in the bag and ship them off.
Seal
Really?
them
And
up
then I
for
just collect the money.
freshness. Yeah.
Money in the mayo.
Money in the mayo.
I did hear that in Japan there's like vending machines that have fucking used panties in
These
there.
draws, nigga.
The
They'll
fuck?
buy
Yeah,
anything.
just
They'll buy
enjoy.
air in a bottle. They'll buy
They're like,
anything.
You
What?
get- what
I
do you
don't
get,
get
like,
it though.
Can you buy like 2-week ones and like 5 days stink? Like,
I just
how
don't
long
get
do
that.
they wear them? Like, what's the process, Bug? How long does one of your employees work in a day in
Right.
their garments
Ooh.
before they go
Every
out?
pair of underwear has its own story. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. It's Pentimon.
This pair of panties is a librarian.
So you don't make them wear them for like 2 days straight.
Maybe Bud and I should sell our underwear on the website.
No.
Patreon.
No.
You want our underwear?
That's not gonna happen. That's
That'll
don't
be
think we're gonna eat
available
chicks?
soon on the Patreon.
that's weird.
We're gonna do a heat
I
check.
bet you there's some chicks that'll buy our underwear.
Not, fuck.
Oh, another idea is to do
think so.
because trolling's kind of big. That
Yeah.
one guy, that one rapper.
Takashi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
just
figured
got
we could
pistol
get in
whipped
on that
and
trolling.
robbed.
We could have a troll line.
Yeah. He got
I got a-
pistol whipped and robbed.
I heard
for all
about
the
that.
stories. But yeah,
But he's got those
Yeah, he got
platinum
big, yeah.
hits every single
true that.
no album.
We'll take a pistol whip.
He's got the numbers.
Nah, y'all can do that. I'm cool on that. Yeah.
But we could do a trolling number where for a limited time they can interrupt us. We got a link to show you
Oh yeah, and
where
they can pay money.
people pay money and a computer voice will read their message
Right.
and it'll interrupt us, and usually it's not very positive stuff or pleasant. So I wanted to call it the troll. We'll call it troll time or whatever.
It'll come up and be like, shut the fuck up, Booger.
Right.
You're a bitch.
A lot of hating, but we get the ratings, we get the numbers.
Goddamn
You know,
right.
we do the math.
You guys are trash.
All right, man. Well, we're about to get the fuck up out of here. It's getting too hot in this bitch.
Time now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just pretty stoned. I
It
think we
actually feels pretty good. in
Bunch
here.
of lightweights.
Oh, shit.
It's all good though.
Yeah.
He is like.
Hey, man, thanks for coming by, though, for real. You can come by anytime you want.
No problem.
Anytime.
Open door for you only.
Yeah.
That does not go out for the world anymore. Remember we had a conversation about that on there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get some interesting shit showing up though when the random invites are out there.
They had a
We
long
used to
time.
have an open door policy
In Reno.
In Reno.
The
and-
lobby was full every morning.
Right, but
Remember
there's-
the characters that come on, like the mom and Harry Potter dude?
Can you imagine what the like the front desk chick probably hated us?
That sucks. You
I
guys,
hate it. That's probably the worst part of her day. She's like, fuck all these fucking weirdos coming in here.
Bums coming up here.
you guys probably don't have that show like recorded anywhere, huh?
Oh, yeah, we
A
do.
little bit. We
Yeah.
got some air
Bits and
checks we want to
pieces.
animate.
Huh? That'd be fucking cool. Like have a best of show, like edit it up. 'Cause
That would
remember
be
shit
cool.
was
For
funny
Twitch
back
or
in the
something
day.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it
can
was
put
fun.
it on the Patreon for as exclusive
Oh,
content.
shit, there you
for
go.
our members. And we can post like old shows, old episodes of shows and stuff for classic hits.
They were
for
doing a
people
bunch
that
of
wanna
weed
go
shit
back.
before, like that was when you get fucking prison time for a seed in Nevada.
Right.
Fucking,
Yeah,
like,
we talked
It wasn't
about
cool
that.
back then when they were all about it. And it's
That's
like,
right. Rebels.
Yeah.
Goddamn respect.
There you go.
We've been advocating on live commercial radio since '97.
Yep. Long
Now
time.
you guys are on podcast. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
We can say bad
That's
words
right.
now.
Yep.
If someone said shit on live radio, we'd say "Taki mushrooms."
Now, if the program director busts into the studio and catches you smoking weed, you don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like Jamie's like, "Hey, what's up? I want to smoke that with you."
Now you have to fail a drug test to get hired.
Damn right.
Yes, we drug test to make sure you have something in your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Anyone who can pass one is
Show
not
up late,
hired.
leave early.
NASA was doing his Morris show yesterday. And I just rolled up and lit up. We're talking to a scholar, like
Right.
on Skype, fucking for an hour about.
Sometimes you guys do need to like remotely get out to some of the sessions around here
Oh,
and
yeah.
like go live from there too.
Sessions did pretty well for your business once they started getting
Yeah.
popular, right?
Yeah.
That became a good model for you to get popular pretty
Yeah.
quick, right? And
Yeah.
Run around with all the different shows, Orbits and City of Trees
Yeah.
and fucking.
Back in the day, it was
Sacktown
just
Super
Orbit
Shows.
show, and it was awesome. Now
Yeah.
there's like a show every night. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's, like, a
Shout out
lot
to my
harder.
homeboy Jose.
Yeah. What up,
Yeah.
Jose? Thank you.
Whoa, whoa. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I do what I want.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna get up out of here, man.
I like it.
I'm
Great show.
thirsty.
Yep. Thanks for having me
Good
on.
shit.
I rate the show 4.5 out of 5 stars.
There you go. All right, we'll catch you guys next time right here at the Wild Jones Podcast Studio, the Budman and Booger Show, live here in Sacramento, California. We'll see you right here. Same Bud time, same
Bud
Bud
channel.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You be.
Tech Night.